what's popping?
What's going on?
I can't call it, man. Real quick though, man. I just watched your battle with Peanut. It just dropped 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that right quick.
It was a good battle. It was a good back and forth. You really can't call it one round, just let somebody really get slaughtered.
Right.
Somebody just took the night off. But it was a good back and forth. I would say this. They switched my opponent out probably like 48 hours, 72 hours before I actually, what y'all see. So I had to reconstruct my whole round because I was supposed to battle a guy named Kid Cam. And I mentioned that in that battle. So had to reconstruct my round and write some extra material. But, it's all for the love of the culture. So I was kind of underprepared to that sense. But I think I did fairly well. And for the most part, the response is like, I did my thing.
Now, before we go back to the clone battle, my God, I've been paying attention to your music, man. I don't know if people paying attention. I love music. You know what I'm saying? So the Money and the Motive song I like a lot. New Beginning I like a lot. The New Beginning joint you have?
Yeah, I fucked with that. That's shout out to Jay Sparks. He a known producer from the East Coast. Yeah, he be doing this thing. So that's actually a track I dropped during the pandemic and shot a video for. And just a reoccurring thing. And every once in a while I might post it, add it to some new flicks or a new photo shoot I did, and that's the way for me to promote my new music and keep everybody updated.
Wait a minute, Ness. Wait a minute. Pardon Self. Is it your birthday?
Absolutely. Today, November 10th.
Happy birthday, my brother. Happy motherfucking birthday, man. Real talk. More life, brother. More life, man. Ness, how you feel? Yeah, I'm not going to ask you how old you are. I'm not going to do that, right? But how do you feel, brother? Listen, man, you from Philly.
I feel good. Some days are better than others. Of course, it's my birthday. It's a celebration and it's a reminder. It's a celebration that you have survived another 365, and it's also the reminder that you're getting closer to the grave. But
damn, Ness, I'm old too. Don't do that. I'm in my mid-40s. Don't do me like that.
So I probably got like 40 more summers left, hopefully. That's how.
Yeah, man.
Then I battle Saga on how you gonna act.
Yes, you did battle Saga. Yo, dogs. That was a dope battle. You and Saga. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you though. You got a good Saga, Ness. I haven't seen a Saga.
I got a real good Saga. I haven't seen a Saga that. I thought I was gonna get the same Saga that battled K Walker.
Nah, you ain't get that. You ain't get that, Ness. You got I told Saga. I said Saga.
He was over prepared. If you ask me, he was over prepared. I did enough to make it debatable. I think I really won 2-1, but he was over prepared. Like, and that's just the testament to who I am. When people battle me, niggas might talk a lot of shit about me being all performance and no bars. But when you battle me, no matter who you are and what league or what tier, you're gonna bring your A game against me because I'm gonna give 110%.
Do you still like battling? You still love this shit? You still you love creating?
I would say this year I've been kind of quiet. I still have an issue. I won't say an issue. It's just an ongoing thing as far as Rare Breed. Contractually, I've been signed since the pandemic. We was doing the small rooms. Make a long story short, a lot of people was making reoccurring appearances on there, and I just want to finish my contract. And I'm not trying to make it a big thing. It just is what it is. Like I said, I am a veteran and I'm up in age. And as I explained to ARP, I don't have the luxury as a Remedy Loco or Payne or any of us the younger guys that's in their 30s or late 20s. I'm in my 40s, so I'm really I'm racing against the clock here. So I want to have some good epic battles on my way out the door. If that's what the culture has prepared for me.
Do you want that blue room?
I've been in the blue room versus Gwitty, and even though I think both our performances was lackluster, it did get almost 200,000 views. Then I did rack up 200,000 with the dot battle. You know what I'm saying? So I've been having, I've been popping up, making my little runs this year. I haven't been battling as frequently on bigger platforms, but the trenches has kind of gave me, a type of I would say, I wouldn't say position. I would say it built a little nest for me in the trenches. So I'm glad to be on the third installment. And, I got Clone, Bullpen versus the trenches.
before we go there real quick, do you feel you should have been on Philly versus New York?
No, I've been on too many Philly versus New Yorks. I think whoever put that card together by me leaving off, and I was kind of bitter at first when I seen like, why they didn't call me when I got the second highest view battle off the first trenches? But the way they did it, it just played out beautifully. I mean, Reed had a good outing, and of course, Hollow had a good outing. And you know what I'm saying? I just think it was good for the culture. Of course, K Walker had a good outing, so it made Philly look good. So I'm all for that. You know what I mean? But on the other side of that, like I gotta stop being too political and stop being too.
Yes. I tell you all the time. I tell you all the
like
time.
You know what I mean. So next year I'm turning into Hollywood Hogan. I stuck around. You're supposed to stick around long enough till you become the villain, and I've never became the villain. And when I do become the villain, everybody is teeth and palms, and they were like, Ness, why you keep saying my name and why you singling me out? But it's too much. We are the world holding hands type shit, and I want to shake it up a little bit. And if you look at in the past the things that I've done, I mean, people said it wasn't logical, or some people may say that I was going against the grain, but I did things to shake up the kind of equilibrium, because everybody gets into this space where it's either, you know what I mean, you don't want to be seen hating, but then everybody is to some extent is just like dick eating, because here it is. And shout out to my brother Sir Free the Wave. He's almost been going almost a year and some change, and Sue Surf is still the most talked about battle rapper. Am I lying?
Fam, Ness, the person listen, Ness, the person that battled Surf on his way home, God bless you. Just know you're going to battle 1-0. You losing that first round. You are losing that first round, Ness. You were losing the first round against Surf. Whoever battles him.
So yeah. No, Surf is an unpenetrable force in battle rap, and I mean just the groundwork he's laid, especially on up leading to his incarceration. His body of work, it just speaks for itself, and you can say what you say about him, but he leave it all on the floor. You know what I mean,
how happy were you to see Hollow?
Yeah, but you about to get Hollywood Hogan. Niggas ain't shit. And I'm about to start running up and telling niggas that to their face they ain't shit, no matter who they are. And I'm battling QP on Ham House on YouTube. I got a little one rounder with QP. Yeah.
Wait,
Quantum.
Ooh. Quantum is
so I'm finishing the New Year strong. Besides the Easy and Geechee battle, besides the Easy and Hitman Holler, I think I'm runner-up for top 5 battles of the year with me and Dot.
It's a lot of battles on that. A lot of battles. So they're gonna sit. Listen, there's a lot of good battles and shit. But y'all are definitely you and Dot.
I mean, I might not did the incredible numbers, but as far as the feeling and nostalgia and just the energy you got from me and Dot battle, I mean, it's priceless and it's irreplaceable. So on that note, I think it should be, a runner-up for top 5 battles of the year.
How happy were you to see Hollow Man?
Huh?
How happy were you to see Hollow?
Like for one thing, I was kind of skeptical going in the Hollow battle because he's been absent for so long. So I thought he wasn't, going to take a while to transition as far as the energy is concerned. But he just did a good job and making a transition, and it was a big look for Philly. So I was happy. Pause.
And you got history also, man. I mean, let's be honest. Y'all got history together. So it's like
for sure.
Know, when you think of Hollow Man, you think of Ness a little bit almost. Y'all
and as you know, I'm depicted as the underdog in this clone battle, but I always feel comfortable going into these battles as the underdog. But somehow, some way, I continue to get the W. So I feel comfortable in these spaces because I see it Easy just posted it maybe an hour or two ago, and everybody, I got clone. Shout out to Ness. I'm from Philly, but I got clone. I see a lot of those, so it's just always going to be lopsided when it comes to that. But all in all, I still show and prove. So I'm glad to be here, man. It's my birthday. I got two nice cards coming up. I'm on Gate to the Guard next weekend, battling CT. Okay. And the guy on to come up over there, and outside of Gate to the Guard, which I frequently make appearances on, and in that just keeps me in the gym and keeps my my sword sharp, pause, and it just it's a platform for me to experiment and try new material, see what the crowd likes, see what they don't like, and highlight my strengths and hide my weaknesses.
How do you feel about being the underdog in Philly, though?
And the clone battle?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I mean, sometimes being the human part of me, it doesn't sit well because 20 years I just been, they dragged me from the DNA battle, and I try to build myself back up to where I'm not as laughable as I was in 2012 at the Summer Madness 2, and the good thing is that people still believe in my routine and what I bring to the table. So, that in itself is a testament. My resiliency and just not too using many big words. I just like the battle rap. It ain't about the money, because I've been past that like window where I was supposed to excel and ascend to the Hollow, the Lux, the K-Shine, the Arsenal status where I'm at least getting 15, 20 and up for every time I step on the stage. So I'm comfortable where I'm at, and there's always room for for improvement, but just keep getting up solid performances. I should be able to sustain myself for another maybe 2-3 years until I'm just always just don't have the physicality anymore to chase it. You know what I mean?
How familiar are you with Clone? How familiar are you with Clone? Are you familiar with Clone?
I'm not. I gotta watch a few of his battles. I did catch one of his battles when he battled on the big stage. I think it was one of those pay-per-view events maybe a year or two ago, but I'm not too really familiar with that. So I guess that would be a thing. Well, I would go and do my research.
Let me help you out. Go watch Clone and Av. Go watch Clone and Trez, Chef Trez.
Okay.
Those two are more recent battles. Like
Clone and Av. Okay, my man.
Yeah.
3 Letterman guy.
But Ness, he gets busy though. He gets busy.
I know he's not a pushover. So let's be clear. I'm not going into this battle eyes wide shut. Right. None of that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure everything lands. I'm making sure my performances is as clean as they can possibly be, because Trenches is really a platform that the people pay attention to. Got a lot of hype around it with the Remy and the Geechee and the Easy thing. So it's just people are paying attention to these cards right now. So fortunately, if I am able to make these type of cards, then I really have to put on, because that sustains me for another battle or two, maybe.
Okay. All right. A couple more questions in, Ness. Does your flow and charisma still keep you alive?
Solely. If not for that, I would have been dead years ago. But see, that's the energy, and that comes with an old soul being around for so long and going through the trials and tribulations. Just knowing they just want the routine, Letterman. If I don't come with the routine, there's nothing for the leagues to pay for. It's a routine. Yeah. I can't get caught up in my personal feelings or my personal emotions outside of the business when contracts and all that come into play. Like I said, I've been signed to RB for almost 2 years, and I had a 3-battle deal, and I only did 1 battle out of that 3-battle deal with guys like A-Ward. Sorry, A-Ward. They lose the big K and get rewarded with bigger battles with A-Verb.
So when's the last time you and ARP had a conversation?
Last year around this time.
Is it time now? Maybe this year to have a conversation?
Earlier this year, right before, maybe a few months before the Goods versus Calico.
Was it a positive?
Like I said, it's not it's not too much because I'm comfortable, but I do want I want what I want. Like I said, I am older, and I'm a veteran, seasoned battle rapper, and I just want my next few joints to be like some type of room shakers. Like I just don't want to be one of those Rocky niggas prize fighting and small, just a card filler. You know what I mean?
Well, let me go here real quick. You're a Philly legend. Should you and Easy battle on the trenches?
Nah, I thought about it, but you know what I mean? I'm just like I said, I can't say Easy not shit. So he not one of the battle rappers I could just run up to and say, you ain't shit, because he has put the legwork in, arguably been undefeated up until the Geechee battle, which is his most debatable battle up until now. So, you know what I mean? Me coming from I would say a business standpoint, and being from Philly, being that he waves the flag so heavy for Philadelphia, I wouldn't want to fuck up that equilibrium. We got bigger fish to fry, and You know what I'm saying? Him versus John. I'd rather him keep on that type of stratosphere instead of, you know what I mean, keep battling niggas from Philly and kind of splitting and dividing the city.
Is that so?
And it sounds corny, but
yes,
if
it
you
does.
live here, you'll understand. It does. But if you live here, understand.
Right.
But you as a consumer and you as a blogger,
right,
you want to see people tear their head off from their own city because it makes better content for you. Let's be
real. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. You're absolutely
so
right.
I understand your dog in the fight also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because here's why I say that. All right, Easy, you battle Reed Dollars, right? Let's not act like Ness ain't a Mount Rushmore when you think about Philly battle rap and Philly MCs.
I'm gonna
like
never be added to Mount Rushmore, and that's cool. But I'll be knocking on the door for the rest of my career. I mean, I'll be climbing up the side of the joint for the rest of my career. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you. I got you. So let me ask you a question. Do you still want a big stage? Because I know one time you really wanted big stage battles. Do you?
I ultimately and honestly don't feel comfortable on a big stage. It's too much pressure. I mean, it'd be enough pressure in these small rooms if depending on who you're talking to and what league you've been battling on, who you're battling, there's a lot of pressure. So I ultimately just feel comfortable in small rooms. I think the big rooms is just a lot of expectations put on battle rappers. And the first sign of weakness or not coming with your A game, it could become a long night. And I just don't need that right now. And I'm not scared or afraid to have one of those nights because I've had those nights. You've seen.
Yes.
And not saying I will react the same way. I just don't need that. I've been on a nice little tear. And I just need all positive looks right now. That's all.
Gotcha. Last question here, man. You were on the 200 Deep K Slade joint, man. How did you get on that joint? The K Slade.
Shout out to K Slade. Me and K Slade. I mean, we had a rapport since the making of band days, and I mean, somewhere down the line, you know what I mean. We linked up back with each other, and you know, this has been his thing for years since my making of band days, the Rolling 200, and it just was iconic for me to be a part of that. And then just the sad part about it, him passing shortly after. So all the MCs, most of them I know did they footage individually and emailed it in. So to actually make the cut and be part of the Rolling 200, which would be K Slade's iconic last Rolling 200, is an honor.
Are you still Dot Mob?
For sure. I'm always gonna be Dot Mob, which goes back into what I'm saying, shaking up the equilibrium. A lot of Philly guys wasn't, you know what I mean? They was kind of playing off battle rap and didn't want really to be associated with each other and with battle rap. You see Reed battling a lot now. You see Kate Walker really getting his feet wet, starting to, you mean, leave a heavy stain. But like a couple years ago, it wasn't this type of camaraderie. So I said, fuck it. Since I think Reed spoke on it briefly in his battle with I think Unp, if not, no, his battle with Easy. He spoke briefly about me joining Dot Mob, but I did it just not only did I know Mook and Rex for years, because I kind of came back into the game, was reintroduced back into the game on the same card as they was with the World Series of Hip Hop when I battled My Sign, Mook battle, Young Hot, and Rex battle T-Rex. Shout long live T-Rex.
Not T-Rex, Rex battle.
Long live Tech 9, I'm sorry.
Tech 9.
Yeah, so like not to say they're not my guys, but I did it because Philly just wasn't ready for the unity that they have now.
Right.
And at that time, it wasn't like it was a calculated move. It just felt like, you know what I mean, at the time, a good thing. More of a, I gotta get down with a battle rap clique. Nah. I'm familiar with these fellas. You know what I mean? It's always good to have alliances in other places outside your city. And you know what I mean, it just felt natural.
How epic was that night, Ness? With y'all, or you, my son, all Tech 9, Mook, and all. How epic was that night in that building? That's an epic night. That's like legendary.
Maserati Fox was in there. Joe Buttons, Mickey Fax, Cuban Links, a lot of people. Smack was actually they was the cameraman. They was the Twiz. They was the avocado for that event. Wow. They actually was hired to document the whole joint. And once the money didn't fall through, that's when they put out the New York versus Philly. So as you can see, I've been involved or attached to New York versus Philly since 2008. So it's kind of like I didn't mind being left off the New York versus Philly for the trenches, John.
I respect that, sir, but as a battle rap fan, I just feel if you're going to have Philly representation, I don't care if you've been there 5 times, you going a 6th time.
And you're 110% right. It's just certain names that's going to pop up when you say certain regions, and my name should always be one of the first 4 or 5 or 3 names that come up. And that's just, it is what it is. But you got these battle rap new ass niggas that just popped up and start watching battle rap for the last 18 months and think they know everything about everything. And then you got people working behind the scenes that you don't really care for Ness. So they might not. We got to add Ness to every joint because that's just it's just what you call it, unethical. Not to add Ness, Reed, Easy, Kaboom, or K Walker to a Philly card.
Nice squad though, man. I'm looking forward to you and Clone, man. I rock with Clone. I rock with you heavy also. I like this match a lot. A lot of people, I don't know if you saw on social media when this got announced, they were like, okay, all right, now that's heavy. We good right now. We got Ness and Clone. We got Bad News and Bill Collect. We got John. You know what I'm saying? Easy.
So that's what I'm saying. So before, years prior to this, when people see him in the car, like, what the fuck is Ness on his card for? Now it feels a little bit okay to root to actually see me on the card, because there was a time niggas see me on the card like, what the? I fucked up the card with Ness. It was all right until y'all put me on there, no matter who they put me on the card with. Now it's like it's niggas hate a little bit less.
But Ness, how dope it is, you an OG in the game, and people still want to see you pop out. They still want to see you pop out and battle.
Let them, and let's be around. I've been around for 20 years, and at this point in time, they had to see something different. So I've been the go-to guy, the veteran that shares his wisdom. That's not being paid attention to. And not to go out my body and to create another character that's totally not me. I am Hollywood Hogan. Y'all just ain't see that side. And all next year, I'm gonna be running around just like fucking Mr. T was on Rocky 3 when they awarded him when he was retiring and they gave him the statue. I'm just be running on people's press conference telling them they ain't shit. And y'all got to deal with it. Check me, or you know what I mean, or respect me, because y'all, you know what I mean, because y'all can't kill me. It's no matter what. A Clone can come in and do extremely well. The best 3 rounds you ever heard from Clone. It's not going to stop my motion at all. He's just going to be a good Clone against a good Ness. It ain't going to be like, oh, we don't want to hear Ness no more, and that's it. Because evidently we see losing battles is just as valuable as winning battles.
I disagree with that, sir, but you got a point. I'm not saying you fully wrong. I don't like that logic.
In some circumstances, bro, I just gave you an example.
You did.
A-Word clearly lost to Big K and got a bigger battle after that.
And there's other battles I can say that throughout the years that's been like that. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong. I don't like that logic, but you're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong. And
I hate to say names because people get sensitive. Like, why you singling me out? I just have to state the facts.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
My brother, please enjoy your birthday, man. I hope you and I can talk for real after the battle. Can you and I chop it up about Clone?
No, we got to chop it up. Win or lose or draw, we got to chop it up and do the recap. Because I want to talk my shit. If I do extremely well and have niggas and bring the house down and niggas be falling out of the building and shit, I gotta pop my shit. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you. And I'm glad that you reached out. And you always reach out. Niggas think that you're a bitter old blogger and you got your picks, but you reach out to niggas. You really reach out to niggas.
Ness, peace and love, my guy.
You don't got no picks. Like old, new, fucking wet behind the ears. You're a voice for everybody.
I appreciate you, Ness. Peace and love, legend. My guy, man.